Hey guys, and welcome back to Olivegrey Avenue. My name's Ruth, and today we're talking about tools. I'm talking about one actually that I have a love-hate relationship with. It's necessary, I hate it. It works really well, I hate it. So if you haven't guessed by now or haven't seen it behind me, the tool I'm talking about is the Kreg Jig. In short, it is used to join pieces of wood side by side, as in not like this, but like this. It's the most basic way I can put it. Let's take a little tour around projects that I've done with pocket holes. Here's my workbench. There are pocket holes right here, all along there. Can you see it? No, you can't, because we use the pocket hole plugs. So this worked out really well. I painted over it so you really can't see it. I used Bondo. They disappear perfectly. If I was gonna leave it stained, I would really try not to use that, but it worked out perfectly for that case. So you saw the finished workbench with the pocket holes, or you didn't see them. Here's an unfinished one. And here they are on the outside. So these, the plug will sit right in here. It'll be flush with the material. I'll Bondo over it, or you can wood fill and paint it and they will disappear. I have been using this Kreg Jig for countless years. It works, it's fine. I just upgraded. I'll show you that in a minute. So it has just a clamp system. This is for the thickness of wood. So you unscrew and it goes anywhere from 1.5 inch thick wood to 1/2 inch thick. All the way down there. It also has a measurement here to adjust the collar for the drill bit. So you put the drill bit in like this, and if you need it to be 1 3/8 inches, it's good down there, and you can make it shorter. Very simple to use. You clamp the piece of wood in here. You can adjust this clamp for thicker and thinner pieces of wood. That's it, pretty straightforward. So once it's clamped on this side, these holes are where you drill into, and that's what creates the pocket hole. Then I have this plethora of screws. I really like this kit because it has a variety of sizes. It has 1 inch, 1 1/4, and 2.5. I typically use 2.5 because I'm doing a lot of 2x4s, but this gives me a lot of options, so I don't have to keep going to the store and buying new screws all the time. So these are the most commonly used screws. And on the inside, it has a chart for the material thickness and the screw length that you need. So you don't have to do any math, do anything crazy. It's very, very simple. I actually found out recently that one of the main reasons that I have hated doing pocket screws for so long is because my drill bit was really, really dull. And I just didn't even think about it. It looks fine. I mean, it looks worn, but it's still sharp. You would never be able to really tell. Then I got this guy. This as sharp as it can be. It's brand spanking new. And then when I tried drilling with this, it was just beautiful. The sawdust came out of here. So my problem was sawdust would get stuck in these channels and it wouldn't come out. I'd have to go digging it out. Came out beautifully. It solved literally all of my problems that I really hated about drilling pocket holes. So if you were having an issue like that, like I was, get a new drill bit or have yours sharpened. So let's look at the new baby I got. It is the 720 Pro. I just ordered it from Home Depot because it was on sale. This is like Okay, not the Cadillac. There's one right above this. That's the Cadillac. This is like the mini Cadillac. It is a lot bigger, but this clamping system, I don't have to adjust. So if I get pieces of wood, I can clamp them in here and it'll determine the thickness on its own. I don't have to change anything. Beautiful. It also has these feet that come out to stabilize this thing and to have a piece of material rest on there and not be wobbling. Then on the back side of this baby is where you keep your drill bit. This little gizmo is used for adjusting the collar of the drill bit, like I said. So this is the collar when you need to make it a shorter drill bit for thinner wood. You unlock that there. And it even has the sizes there on the shaft. So you change that circle to be in the material thickness, and then you tighten it back with this little tool. So it's a nice little tool to have. It all clamps beautifully right there. And then these are the actual drill bits for when you're screwing in the screws. So pocket screws are unique. They have a square head. So what am I trying to do? Okay. See, that's a square head. And this is the old one that I had, the old drill bit. So this new one is nice and square, and that one was just getting a little rounded. So it was hard to drill in sometimes to materials. So a lot of the time pocket holes are meant to be hidden. Actually, all the time. That is the point, is for them to be hidden. Sometimes you still have to do it on the outside of a build, like I did with my workbench. Long story, I'll link the video up here. But in that case, you can use these paint grade, they're pocket hole plugs. So they just look like this. They're flat on one side. So when you have an actual pocket hole, you stick it in here, and then this is flush with the material. The Kreg Jig is a really essential part of DIY. If you want to build anything, not just furniture, there are so many things, frames, so many things that you use pocket screws for. You will not regret getting a Kreg Jig. I will link the ones I have down below in the description, so go check those out and you can get one for yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe you learned something too. Make sure to leave a comment below for what you want to see me talk about next, and make sure you're subscribed as well. We'll see you next time. Bye.